Okay, so in this video I want to talk about something that everyone really wants, which is lowering their CPCs. This is probably going to be a two-part video because I want to separate the two methods that people actually forget about when they want to lower their CPCs. Um, in this video I'm going to focus more about the landing page, and I'm going to talk about meta specifically. People who come from the SEO world, people who come from the PPC world, sometimes these people know things that these people don't, and the other way around. And people who come from Google Ads have a very different way of looking at things that people who usually focus on meta ads don't understand. Because meta ads used to be, you launch a campaign, it's mainly focused on the creative. You want to lower your CPC, you have to get a higher CTR, stuff like that. And then um, throughout time, Meta shifted into whatever Google is doing now. So if we're talking about the campaign structure that has a campaign, ad sets, and ads inside of them, but also the way that Google actually looks at the whole 360. So for example, Google would look at the search term, they would look at the landing page, and these are things that people completely forget about. So usually when someone wants to get their CPC down, they try different ads, different hooks, different lengths, videos, images, stuff like that. But one thing that has been working very good for people that I know, and also for me, is making changes to the landing page. So some of the changes obviously could be, text, images, and stuff like that. But on this video, I want to focus on the speed. Okay, so and again, this is something that people who are coming from the SEO world really know, but there is a term called CLS. Basically, it means cumulative layout shift. Basically, it's considered the core things, one of the biggest things basically that Google, checks when they want to evaluate a website or a landing page, and they want to see, how fast it loads, and it looks at how much your site changes after it renders 75%, and then Google basically uses 5 seconds to come up with this score. But this is just like technical stuff. In general, if you get 0.2 or higher, it's considered bad. You really want to make sure that you're 0.1 or less. That's where you want to be in terms of the sweet spot. Um, Again, this has to do with the page speed, the speed that the page loads, but also how much the page changes. So there are a few things that you can make, or changes that you can apply to make sure that you're running very smoothly and take your CLS score way down. So the first thing is, if you're running a page that has a lot of ads or things that looks like ad, like banners, videos, something like that, then you want to make sure that you remove those or you optimize them to the maximum. That means lowering the the weight of every file that you upload and the user has to download, and basically really look at every asset that the page has to load. Um, Also, in general, the algorithm, AI really is way smarter than us nowadays, and the algorithm knows if the page is designed for ads. So if the page is designed for ads, if you're running content arbitrage, if you're running search arbitrage, stuff like that, it's naturally gonna have a higher CLS score. So you want to avoid that, or at the very least manipulate it by getting more volume of, like, information and content inside that actually resonates and is in line with whatever the ad is. So that's what you definitely want to do. Other things besides the CLS would be making sure that you are giving enough information about the product, that you're not just pushing something that the algorithm can't read. So if you have a page that's a bridge page that has a very small amount of text, that has just a video or something like that, affiliate type of offers, consider that this is something that used to work. It will work nowadays if you have very specific targeting, if you have media buying experience. But if you want to overcome that, if you want to kind of like jump in front of your competition, you want to make these adjustments. So again, in the next video, I'm going to talk about creatives and creative quality, but not in a way that usually people talk about it. I'm going to share a secret on how I improve the quality, at least of how the algorithm in Meta ads looks at these ads. So make sure that you follow up, and thank you for watching.